Minnesota the lead.
Fiddlesticks.
And he's right down the middle.
10-7.
We will be back in 30 seconds right after these words.
Get ready, Browns fans. The official Browns fan cruise is back. Pack your jerseys.
Here it is.
With us for a thrilling 5
The
days
Cleveland Browns team against the Minnesota Vikings.
March 3rd, 2025.
March 3rd, 25.
Your favorite Browns heroes? Well, visit BrownsFanCruise.com
That's right.
now to secure your spot.
The Cleveland Browns team against the Minnesota Vikings.
On the high seas.
Go Cleveland.
My question is, will I see you there? I mean, you are the voice of the cruise.
I mean, it's possible. Last year was kind of timed up during free agency, so we'll see this year.
Hey, listen, just have fun with it and just say yes, Chris.
I know everybody who's been on it, though, loved it. Big play Gary Barnage. He is signed up
Really?
again. He'll be back. Oh, yeah, lots
Gary
of room in there.
Barnage.
Big play Gary is a fine human being.
All right, Barnage on the trip. That's enough to make me sign up right now. Jalen Darden deep for the dynamic kickoff, and this one is going to send him 8 yards deep in the end zone. He'll take a knee, and we'll take it out at the 30-yard line.
14-10.
Here it is. The Cleveland Browns team against the Minnesota Vikings. That's right. The Cleveland Browns team against the Minnesota Vikings. Go Cleveland.
He has been very, very impressive as a route runner, picking things up, and he's also one of Steve Smith's favorite players in this draft. The receiver told us that Steve Smith actually came and met him at the Combine, met him at the Pro Day, and to this day, they DM, and he's given him tips, and so far, Jamari Thrash is off to a very good start.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson staying in the game. That's strong, finding a little space, getting up toward the 35. There is a flag, however, on the play. And early indications are holding.
Yeah.
Holding offense.
Damn.
65.
Fiddlesticks.
10-yard penalty. Replay first down. That is today's
Holding
left tackle,
against
the veteran,
Cleveland.
Jermaine Effetti. Time right now to check in once again with Aditi Kinkabwala.
Chris, we just heard Nathan Zagura mention Steve Smith being at James Thrash's Pro Day, but it's actually Jamari Thrash's Pro Day, It's actually more than that. Every year, Steve Smith evaluates about 80 college wide receivers. He loved Jamari Thrash's tape from Louisville. He loved how fluid he was. He loved how smooth he runs his routes, the way that he sinks his hips. He said his route tree was off the charts because, yes, guys, I called Steve Smith to say, what was it about this guy Thrash that so enraptured you? He said, really, it was how much he loves his personality. He mentioned meeting him at the Pro Day. He said that Thrash was shocked that Steve Smith would show up. Steve Smith said back to him, he says, well, why wouldn't I be here? I heard they got a baller wide receiver, don't they? So now look, it's not just Steve Smith whose brain Jamari Thrash is trying to pick. Earlier this week, after he had that monster first outing, he pulled Amari Cooper aside and he said, Amari, will you watch my game film with me? Of course, Cooper said yes. They broke down the entire tape. He said Cooper gave him great advice on how to be more decisive with his routes, on what he needs to do to take his game up another level. And when I told Steve Smith this, Chris, he said, well, of course he did. He's a sponge. He said, that young man is a sponge.
Aditi, thank you very much. So those are great words from Steve Smith Sr., who, of course, has been a semifinalist before in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. If he likes you, it's good. That's good news.
That's where you want to be. You want to be on the good side of Steve Smith.
Back-to-back completions has the Browns back at 3rd and 11.
Yes.
There's a toss to Aikens.
First down.
Go down.
About 4 yards shy of the first down. Grugier Hill has been all over the place here in this first quarter. Brian Asamoah also on the stop, and so we will have our first punt of this afternoon's game.
And that's going to go back to that first down play. Kevin Stefanski is going to say, we can't get behind the sticks. And it was the hold on Jermaine Effetti, even though he had 3 straight completions from DTR to Giovanni Ricci, Pierre Strong, and Aikens. They got you 14 yards, but you needed to get back all the way up there. When you were at 1st and 20, you needed 20. That's not enough. They have to punt.
Corey Bajorquez on to boot it away to Lucky Jackson standing back at his 10. He'll catch it on the 3-yard line. Probably not super wise, but he's got a little bit of a lane before he gets dragged down at the 14-yard line. So the Browns needing to stop, down 10-7 with less than 2 minutes
3
to
points
go in the
behind.
Yeah, it's only first quarter. Browns will come back and win.